Dick Kane here. In this video, I would like to demonstrate two things. First, a simple new script that I wrote to speed up the naming of all the objects on a spread. And secondly, the fact that my scripts help you precisely align up to 3 sides of a single image. You can't sensibly talk about aligning 4 sides because that implies that you are controlling the aspect ratio of the image. And being a photographer, I don't want to do that. I want to lay out what the photographer has chosen as the aspect ratio and use that as an element in my layout without playing with re-editing the picture. Okay, so the first thing is to show you, without a lot of typing, but I will show you the basic operation of the new script, which is to facilitate attaching names to things. So if you activate this script, which we'll get under the scripts thing, and it is called Name All. So here it is, Name All. And if we double click on this and get rid, then we get basically it goes to the first picture, first rectangle on this spread, and it gives you the opportunity to put in a name. And if you hit enter, it moves to the next one, opportunity to put in a name, and you just go through and you see I've named these already so that you didn't have to watch me type. But you can see how fast you can do this, and you type a name for this, and a name for this, and a name for this. That's all the pictures on this spread. So then we get to the text frames. Here's one titled 2, and here's another one called text, and that's the end. So the script is over, and you're back to, like with most of my scripts, you're back to having the same object selected that was selected when you started executing the script. Okay, now the second thing I wanted to show you in this video is the ability to line up 3 sides of an object. So here is the beginnings of a page of my photo diary project. And so I have these 6 pictures, I have some text, and I have the date when all this happened, March 1978. And I wanted to lay it out sort of like in this order. So let's do a little bit of that. So if I, for example, start by putting things in the corners, so I'll pick this, and I will say move to corner. And I want this in the upper left corner, and the upper left number is 7, so I put in a 7 here. And there it is in the upper left corner. That's good. Then I'm going to put this picture in the upper right corner. So I'll reactivate this in the upper right corner, number 9, and hit, and we got extra number there. And then we hit enter, and then it gets into the corner. Remember, it's much easier for me, and probably for most people, to put things in the corners to start with, because that delimits how the page is going to shape up. And then finally, we put this one in the lower right corner, and that's lower right number is 3 on the keypad. Hit enter, and that's in the corner. So now we have an arrangement like this. And then we're going to put the dairy stuff over here, put Susan with the clipboard in here, and Helen in the hair picture here. So if we do all of that, then we get to the position in the previous spread here to show you. So here I have basically, now I've put all of these pictures lined up with the pictures in between, with the sizes matching in the ways that I've shown you in previous videos. Now we want to take the picture of the walking person down here and fit that into this corner. Let's move the text out of the way so we don't have that confusion, so I can point. So I want to fit it in this corner and make it as high as here. If I do that, then I will have an alignment of the right edge of the walking man with the right edge of Susan. the top edge of the walking man with the top edge of the girl brushing her hair, and the bottom end of the walking man, bottom edge of the walking man, with the bottom edge of the picture of the people at the end of the piano. So let's do that. So we go back over here and choose that, and now we activate our general script for positioning things. And so the new location will be where? Well, the thing defining the corner, the position will be either this corner or this corner. Either way, it's the right side of Susan, and then it's either the top or the bottom of these two. So it's not that it's unchanged. It is that it's at a corner defined by, okay, the right side of Susan with the clipboard, that's this picture, and the bottom of the picture of the people at the piano. So that's saying that we're on the right side of Susan, so it's this corner. And so the piece of this picture that should be there is the lower right corner. So out of this drop-down list, we pick the lower right corner, and we have no offsets from that. But the item size now, it wants to be high enough to fit, to line up so that the top lines up here, because the position has lined up the bottom, because we said it was the bottom of the picture of the people at the piano. And so to get the top lined up, we want to make the height of this be the same as, so we're going to define the height in terms of the space between, okay, the space between, and what is it? It's the space between the top of this picture, which is hair, and the bottom of the bottom picture, which is at the piano. So what we've done is said we want this lower right corner of this picture to be in this corner, defined by the right side of Susan up above and the bottom of the piano, and then we want the height to be the same, and then everything will be lined up. So if we click OK, there it is, just like that. And if we say OK and unclick this, you can see now, just like that, we have lined up 3 sides of the walking man picture without any effort and no obsession with details, and no having to look for little colored lines that show up in InDesign when the things you are moving or resizing happen to match something else that's on the spread. So in this video, I've shown you how I've given you a new script, name all, in order to quickly name things so you can rapidly get set up for your processing your layout, and then showing you how you can get alignment in multiple ways. You can do 2-way alignments somewhat easily in other places, but they're super easy in these scripts, and the 3-way alignment is also super easy here. You just have to make the same level of selections, but you just choose differently, and you get a 3-way matching. So please look at the website, which is in the lower right corner at the end of this video, where you can also get glued to the other videos, or you can get glued to the trial version of the scripts, and you can get to the full version of the scripts. Remember also that if you use the trial version, get all this set up, have this all working, and then of course the trial version will not let you save your arrangement that you've created, but when you buy the full version and just reactivate the computation, all of the specification that you made is all hidden in your document by my scripts, and then it's reused by the scripts, and you get back the layout that you were not able to use before. So thank you for listening. Go to the website, enjoy the scripts, and be creative, and stop niggling details. Thank you.